All right, page 14. Fractions and area models. Shouldn't be a surprise here. Continue to talk about fractions. That's what the entire unit is on. So if you look at the first couple here, it says plot 2/3. Okay, so where was 2/3 go? Well, 2/3 would be 2/3 of the way to 1. Okay, so 2/3 of the way to 1. So there's 2/3. And then it says, what's half of 2/3?
1/6.
What's halfway between 0 and 2/3?
0.5.
1/3.
What?
1/3 would be halfway between 0 and 2/3, right in the middle. Okay, next one, plot 3/4. So 3/4 would be there. And then next one, plot 1/3. We'll put that guy right there. All right, the thinking out loud, there's quite a few questions. I'll just let you read through that. We're going to go on to the next page. And we're going to talk about a couple of these rectangles. Okay, it says a 5x1 rectangle has an area of 5. So there's 5 boxes right there. So there's just an example. 5 times 1 is, of course, 5. Number 4. Which models show an orange area of half of 5? Okay, so what's half of 5?
2.5.
Okay, so which models would give us, and I have 3 of them written down, that show 2.5 squares are shaded. C. Which other one shows half of 5 there? I got 3 of them.
B.
B would be half of 5. And I got one more.
G.
G, yes. Half of them are shaded. Okay, the next ones are 1/3 of 5. So 1/3 of that entire thing is shaded.
E.
Say that again?
E.
Not E.
H.
H is correct.
How many do you have?
2.
And F.
F.
Yeah.
F is 1/3. And the next one is 1/4. 1/4 of it. That would be the remaining
D.
A, D, and E. Okay, number 7. The blue rectangle has an area of 2/3 times 3/4. What is the product of 2/3 and 3/4? Well, let's check it. Product means multiply. So let's just multiply that out. Don't worry about cross-canceling yet because I just want to prove something. So 2 times 3 and 3 times 4.
6/12 and 1/2.
6 out of 12. All right. How many total squares do you have in the middle there?
6.
Out of
12.
12, right? And that's the reason. 6 out of 12 is shaded. 3/4 times 2/3 is 6 out of 12.
Well, why can't you just count it?
Okay. You could. Sometimes you're not going to always have the diagram. But it would reduce to half. Half of that square is shaded. You probably wouldn't have guessed that just by looking at it. But half of the square is shaded. There's 12 total squares. 6 of them are shaded. Next one, 2/5 times 1/3.
2/15.
2/15. And again, if you were to count the squares, 2 out of the 15 would be shaded. Question 9. Write the equation for the model. So going up and down, Kira, how many total boxes do I have? Up and down. 5, that's my denominator. How many are shaded?
3.
3 out of 5. Madison, going left to right, how many boxes total do I have?
3 fifths times 3.
How many boxes do I go all the way across?
3. Counting the non-shaded. 4.
4. How many are shaded?
3.
So 3/4. Okay, multiply that. 9 over 20. So again, if you were to look at that, there's 9 shaded out of 20 total boxes. In problems 8 and 9, what part of the area model tells you what the denominator is? So looking at our diagram, where is this coming from?
Up and down. So, like,
Where's the 15 coming from? Where's the 20 coming from?
the total squares.
Total squares. Again, those are called area models. Where's the numerator? Where's the top number coming from?
How many are shaded?
Shaded squares. Okay, we'll do one of the next two. Do you want to do 12 or 13? Kira? 13. Okay, the first one is 3 out of 4. So I'm going to go 4 boxes up and down. And the other way, 2 out of 4. So again, 4 boxes.
Can I move up?
Sure.
Thank you. My last one's still bouncing.
So 3 out of 4. So I'm going 3 up. This one says 2 over. So I'm shading 3 up and going 2 over. So there's how many should be shaded.
That was terrible. Wait, let's just.
So how many do you have total? Shaded
6
out of
out of
4 by 4. 4 times 4.
16.
Yeah, and then we can reduce it, divide by 2. Let's say 3/8. All right, so these seem like a lot. They do take up kind of a lot of room with the diagrams. Let's go right into number 17 and 18. Number 17. 8 times a fourth.
8 over 1 being 8 over 4 being 2.
Yeah, so 8 times 1 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4, and then we reduce it. We're just going to call it 2 over 1, or 2. Let's pick a couple more, then I'm going to have you do the other ones. Any of these here. Madison, why don't you pick one? 17, B through E, or anything on 18.
See?
On which one? 17 or 18?
18.
18, C. All right, now I'm going to teach you that you can cross cancel. The only benefit to that is you don't have any big numbers to deal with. You could take 4 times 333 over 15. But I know 3 goes into 333.
111.
So I'm going to divide by 3, and I'm going to divide by 3. And that made it a lot simpler for me.
4 over.
So 4 times 111.
Which would be 4, 4, 4.
And the bottom would be 5 times 1, which is just 5. Okay, Melody, why don't you pick one for me? Maybe one of the ones that have one of the variables in it.
18D.
18D. Okay, again, I like to cross cancel to give me smaller numbers. 4 and 5, nothing can cross cancel. How about the 3 and the 3?
1 under.
Yeah, so I can divide them both by 3.
But then it would be 1
You
x.
still have an X up there.
Would that be
So
2?
Kiera, what is 4 times X, do you think?
4x
And the bottom? 1 times 5. There you go. Okay, why don't you try the other ones? I'll give you a couple minutes. See if you can complete them.
Wait, so any number times x is just that number of x?
Correct.
Okay.
Kiera, do you got the first set done?
No.
Any of them?
No. I have the
Madison, do you have any done? None of them?
I have them all done.
Well, 4 and 8 here, I would divide them both by 4. And I'd write down 2/3.
And then do that for C too.
Do the exact same thing for C.
I didn't do that.
And you could write down 16 over 20, that's fine, then you got to reduce it.
Oh, I got it right.
Same thing for 18. I'm going to cross out the 3's. Just get 4. B, same thing. Cross out the 3's. Left with 4 over 5.
I don't know.
All right, the next 3 there, mystery grids. Again, we've done a lot of those, not a whole lot with fractions. Let's go ahead and try number 19. 2 of them are all already filled in for you. This one has to be 3 over 2. This one has to be 1 because there's nothing else in that box. 1, 3 over 2. Okay, next question, top left. 2 numbers here out of these that add up to 2. Which 2 numbers there add up to 2?
1 and
1 plus what?
1. Or could not be the same number.
Yeah, because you couldn't have them all going across.
So 1/2 and then 3 over 2.
1/2 and 3 over 2. Now there's already a 3 over 2 here,
So that'd be 1/2 right there.
so this has to be 3 over 2.
And then under that.
That one has to be a half.
And under the 3 over 2 be a 1.
Let's look at the bottom left. Oh yeah, this has to be a 1. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
These 3 multiply together to give you a half. So the only way that would happen is a half times 1 times 1. So that means this has to be a 1. This has to be a half. And then it's just process of what's missing going across.
So does each block have to equal 1?
And you can double check the last one. 1/2 times 3 over 2 is 3/4. Each box has to equal whatever it tells it to.
Oh, okay.
Okay, 20, 21 are the same thing. Next page. Kira, what's half of 36? 18. The word of means multiply, so you could do 1/2 times 36, which is 36 divided by 2. You could cross cancel. Multiple ways to get to 18. Next one, 1.5 times 36. Again, I would cross cancel. 2 and a 36, and 3 times 18 would be my answer. Halfway between 36 and 72. $18 times 3, or halfway between 36 and 72.
Which one?
$18 times 3, or halfway between 72 and 36.
Halfway between 36 and 70.
What is it?
Hang on, don't put it down.
I'll wait.
54.
54 is correct. Madison, what's 1/4 of 36? Or 36 divided by 4.
What?
9. Again, you could take 1/4 times 36, cross cancel. You get 9. So if 9 is 1/4 of 36, what do you think 3/4 is?
27.
9 times 3. 27. Okay, question 26. We're going to plot these. 2 of them are done for us. So we have to multiply and decide where they are. What is 8 over 8 times 2/3?
2/3.
2/3. 8 over 8 is the same as 1. So this one would get plotted at the same spot as this guy, because your answer there is 2/3. Kira, 1/2 times 2/3. Cross cancel the 2's. 1/3. So that one is going to go, that's 2/3. So right in between would be 1/3. So right here, 1/2 times 2/3.
Can I shoot this hard band at your wall?
No,
Why not?
that's an awful question. Madison, 3 over 3 times 2/3. Casey, take care of your hood for me, please. Thank you. 3 over 3 is the same as 1, Madison.
1 and...
So 1 times 2/3 is just 2/3. So that one's going to go right there as well.
Ouch.
Mel,
Me.
1/4 times 2/3.
2 over 12 being 1/6.
2 over 12 or 1 over 6. So that's going to go between 0 and 1/3.
Oh,
3 over 2 times 2 over 3.
1. Good job, Kira.
Waiting for that one. Correct? Oh, it's on the last one.
6 over 3 being 2.
3's cancel. You're left with 2.
Oh, I didn't do it like that. I didn't think that.
Or 6 over 3. That's fine.
I just thought the 3 over the 1. You said I had an awful question. I thought there was no such thing as awful questions.
I said that was an awful idea.
No, you said question.
It wasn't a question, was it?
Yeah, I said question when I read it. You're
Okay,
wrong.
that is an awful question. All right, half of 28.
14. Oh, bro.
14 is correct.
Woo.
So 14 is half of it. What's 3/4 of 28? Again, I can just take 3/4 times 28. 4 and a 28 will cancel. 3 times 7.
21.
21.
I did that terribly. I was trying to go backwards.
Okay, 30, 31 are going to be the same. Let's go on to the final page. 18.
Who do you think's gonna win Super Bowl?
38, 34. 4 times a half. I don't think our listeners here on this recording want to know about my Super Bowl prediction right
I
now.
think they would love to.
4
know.
times a half.
2?
2
Woohoo.
is correct. Kira,
Go Kira.
4 times 3. Madison, 3 times a half. One times 1, yes. 3 times 2.
1 over 6?
Not 1 and a 6, 1 over 6. Nope. Case, you got this one? A 3rd times 3? Three over 3, which is the same as Mel?
1.
1. 3 over 3 is the same as 1. All right, so what's the total? 12, 2, 1, 1, 6.
13 and 1 6. 14 and 1 6. My bad. 15 and 1 6. I know. Wait.
15 and 1, 6.
Wait, what were the numbers?
12, 2, 1, and
Oh, yeah,
1,
that
6.
does add up. Okay, my bad.
All right, so you just took 4 1/3 times 3 1/2. That's what they did there with that area model. Again, you can always make the diagram out. Got a missing number here. 4 plus what? So I got to figure out what's missing there.
To equal to 15 and 1 6?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same problem we just did, same numbers, so something's missing. I mean, it's pretty clear that the 3 1/2 is 3 plus a half.
Yeah.
So 4 1/3's got to equal this.
1/3.
Yeah, I'm missing a third.
I knew that, y'all. Not really, but
Next one would be the same problem, just like we've done in the past, without the diagram. 4 times a half, which is 2. 4 times 3, which is 12. 1/2 times a third is still 1 over 6. Just did it up here. 3 times a third, he told me it was 1.
go team.
All right, so we got 15 and a 6th. Which ones of these do not equal that number? Again, same exact number, same exact problem. Which ones do you think we can cross out?
B,
Yes, B
C.
and C.
Any more?
4 1/3 times 3 1/2, that looks good. 4 1/3 times 3 1/2. That looks good. This is our answer. 3 1/2 times 4 1/3. Does the order you multiply matter?
No.
No. So that one is fine. Okay, let's try one down on the bottom. Think you could handle this one, or do you want to go through one more together?
Let's go through one more.
Okay. 8 times 10.
80.
Half of 10.
5.
Okay, Mel, you can't answer this one.
Wow.
8 times a fourth.
2. Go, Maddie.
Half times a fourth.
25. 50. Getting close. What?
No, you're going the wrong way. 1/2 times a fourth.
1/8.
1/8. Good job not answering, Mel. Yeah, she didn't listen. All right, so what is 80 plus 2 plus 5 plus an eighth? Let's see if we can add those correctly.
87 1/8.
Yes, thank you.
I knew
87 and 1/8.
But I got in trouble for answering. I was supposed to participate in trying class.
Okay, here's your chance.
Yay.
Do that one.
That looks really hard. I don't want to ask for it. Nope. I got it.
You already got it? Did you lose your book already?
No, I just forgot it.
Oh, good.
Wow, Case. I like your bag.
All right.
Thank you.
40 times 9. Kira.
40 times?
Yeah, we're multiplying.
Oh.
Madison.
360.
Thank you.
Oh, Maddie.
Well, I obviously did.
Mel, 40 times a fourth.
10.
Very good. Case, 1/3 of 9. 3. Kira, back to you.
Yeah.
Still multiplying.
Yeah.
1/3 times 1/4.
112.
Thank you.
Can I add
Adding them all together, Mel. Here's your time to shine.
49 and 112?
Huh?
What did
I have it.
Yes.
373, 112.
Yes, for those of you watching, 360 plus 10 plus 3 is not 49. It's 373 and 1/12. All right, let's just talk about how to start and model the next one, because this one is not drawn for us. Because this is a nice way to do fractions if you're handling these okay, and you can add. Okay, so the first question is 20 and 2/3. 20 and 2/3. So I'm going to write 20 on one, 2/3 on the other. Does not matter. You could write that up and down as well. What is the other one going to be?
9,
And?
3, 4.
There you go.
I forgot my 0 after the 36. After the 36.
That is important. All right. You want to try this one? Think we can get this one correct now?
Don't look at me.
We are
like that.
multiplying.
Oh, I keep adding them.
By the way, for those of you that were gone yesterday, make sure you watch the video because I did eliminate some of the homework questions.
I thought we weren't supposed to tell
We
them.
weren't going to, but they want to watch it.
Yeah. I would have put them okay. Which ones are you eliminated?
I'm not going to tell you that.
You have to look. To watch it?
Yep.
Yep.
That's the whole point.
No, it's not.
I have it.
Wait, don't say it yet.
Top left. Go ahead.
Top left, 180.
Bottom left.
5.
No.
15.
Oh.
20 and 3/4. What?
That was 5.
All right. You can cross cancel to a 5, but you still got to take it times that 3.
I did say 15 though.
15 is correct.
I said it.
9 times 2/3.
6.
6 is correct. 3 times 2. 3/4 times 2/3.
6 over 12 being
2/4, which is half. And again, you could cross
I
cancel.
have it.
Don't. Hang
I have
on.
it.
I'm nervous to ask, but we're going to add those together. 180,
201 and a half.
15, and
I
6.
did not do that.
201 and a half.
I got 198 and a half.
Add the 6.
I did. There is no 6. Oh, there. Oh my
180
god.
plus 15 is
Ugh.
190.
201 and a half?
Yeah. I got it right!
I got it wrong.
Did you not hear my last answer?
All right, let's do one more
I did
mystery
it.
grid.
I was over 300.
Which one?
off.
Can we do
44.
number?
That's what I wanted to do 44.
Which one?
44.
All right.
Woohoo!
So again, here's your choices. Add up to give you 1.
Ow.
Which ones would add up to give you 1? This one we can fill in. Okay, so 3/5 and 2/5 go there. I don't know what's what yet. Divide and give me 2.
1 and the 2/5. It's 1 and 2/5, right?
All right, so 1/5 divided by 2/5 is the same as 1/5 times 5 over 2. So that would give you a half.
Is that right or no?
Well, it says 2, so I think it's the other way.
3.
2/5 divided by 1/5, which would be 2/5 times 5 over 1, which is 2. So yes, 2/5 and 1/5. I know 2/5 is going to be up here based on what Kira told me.
So then the 1.
So that means this has to be 2/5, and above it will be 1/5. All right, subtract and give me 2/5.
3/5 minus. No, 1/5 minus 3/5.
3/5 minus 1/5.
Yeah, that.
Okay, so 3/5 cannot be down here because there's already a 3/5 there. So this is 3/5. This is 1/5.
Then the other
And then you're just going to fill in what's missing. There you go. So fractions, you got to be a little careful, but they're still not too bad. They're all the same. Multiplying, dividing, adding, subtracting. This one I think we can handle. I will eliminate one mystery grid for you. So you all decide which one you do not want to do
Which one looks the hardest?
out of those 3.
Hang on.
I have an open space.
I'm getting it. Okay.
I don't care which one.
I don't want to do I.
I want to do I.
It has.
Let's decide so we have some time to work, please.
I have the most.
We'll vote. Who does not want to do I? 1. Who does not want to do J? 1. Who does not want to do K? K it is.
What the? What?
Wait, what?
K is out.
Please.
Rest will be due.
Why